Hey yo, what's happening? It's your boy DJ Big Cat. Today is Sunday, August 29th, and I just wanted to come to y'all, talk about a couple things. You know, one thing I've learned uh, by talking to other people that call themselves being influencers or content posters, whoever it is, like I've learned that you can't worry about what other people think when it comes to what you doing. You know what I'm saying? You can be open to receiving feedback, but you ain't got to worry about what another person is saying regarding content that you putting out and your reasons for putting out the content that you put out. Part of doing this is to provide those who don't feel like they have a voice, some form of a voice, to let somebody who may be struggling to figure out whether or not they're doing the right thing, whether they feeling something, whether they feeling alone. Like that's what I'm here for. And one of the things that I had to come to terms with in order to do this is I'm not scripted. I'm not the average person. I don't do what the average people do. I don't think the way the average person does. Being the underdog, being the survivor that I am, the survivor that I was taught to be, the first thing that I was ever taught was to be me, you know? And that's what I'm doing by placing this content on here the way that I am. I literally put a lot of time into having the discussions that I do in the intentional manner that I have them. And at the end of the day, like, as people, we assume so much stuff in regards to people, their character, all based on traditional views that you may have come up with. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that I've always learned when it comes to either speaking to somebody or being a Christian, whatever it is, like, you got to come as you are. You got to come to people as you are. And me bringing this content, that's what I'm going to do. So if you going to watch me, you going to know some days, look, straight up, some days I might be out of my mind, okay? But at the same time, it's not for you to judge that. Here's why. The people that know me dearly know that I had cancer 5 years ago or 6 years ago, and I had reconstructive surgery. I'm metal from my hip down to maybe 3 inches above my knee where my femur was. With that, in order to have my surgery and get the cancer out as much as the doctor could, one of the risks was never being able to run again. But even on the most minute way, they had to cut off my muscle and my nerves to actually get the cancer out. When they did that, I was probably pushing 315, 320. So I was already a big dude. So you add that into there, and that made my recovery longer. But I had an unlimited supply of Oxycontin at my disposal. But I didn't like the way it was making me feel. I guarantee you wouldn't have this person who you are now if I continue to take the Oxycontin. So then I have alternatives that I use to medicate. Again, it's not for you to judge. It's not for you to even know that, what I went through. Part of my story, if I don't feel like sharing that with you. But because I do, I wanted to make sure that I got on here and address that. Because I, Felix Roderick Porter, the third, junior, however you want to look at me, all right, I'm unapologetically me. And for the people that like to make assumptions and ridicule and have thoughts and comments about an individual because of what they do to cope, to medicate, to stay sane, that really speaks more about you as an individual, because You're focusing on that one part of everything and not the principle. I may be dropping jewels in my videos. There may be people that I'm actually touching with highly sensitive pieces of information. But if all you can focus on is the fact that I'm in my zone, you know what I'm saying, and it's not the way you want me to be in the zone, that's shame on you. But I still love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about feedback, but keep the negative opinions to yourself, because one or two things are gonna happen. I'm gonna respond, and I'm gonna respond in a way to where I am transparent and honest with you, and I'm direct. Or I'm gonna keep doing videos like this, and you're gonna keep on getting the raw information. I'm gonna keep on giving it to you. So either way it goes, it's not gonna stop me. I was prepared for this, you know. I'm still living. God is still giving me breath. I must be doing something right, you know what I'm saying? The people that are getting the information, they're steady encouraging me to do more. And I'm gonna continue to build upon this and get better at releasing the content, continuing to be intentional, continuing to be unapologetically me. And I'm gonna reach some people. And I'm gonna have some conversations with some people. Some difficult conversations, some phenomenal conversations that are easy to have. But at the end of the day, you're gonna know that you got the raw and unfiltered Big Cat. So I appreciate y'all for y'all time. But like I said, I'm gonna keep grinding. And just know, if you see me on video, you know my mind was in the right place, because I would never put myself out there with the intentions of destructing myself or self-destructing. So thank y'all again.